Hi, selamat sore, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another session of Film Talk in Europe on Screen. Today, Saturday, 24th of June 2023. Selamat datang di sesi Film Talk di satu hari sebelum hari terakhir Europe on Screen. Hari ini hari Sabtu tanggal 24 Juni. I'm Noval Yazid, I'm the Festival Co-Director of Europe on Screen 2023. And soon we'll be talking with Roberta Torre. She's the director of an Italian documentary that we already screened in Europe on Screen, The Fabulous Ones. It's well, as the title suggests, it is indeed a fabulous documentary, and we'll soon be talking with Roberta. I think Roberta is already here. Let's see. If you have watched the film and if you want to ask questions to Roberta, feel free to do so. Silakan menanyakannya dalam bahasa Indonesia atau bahasa Inggris. Hi. Hello. Hi,
Hello.
Roberta. I think your position camera is a bit up, like right.
Wow.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. I have to put in this way. Yes.
Okay. Hi. How are you?
Fine, thank you. It's a very big day today, very smart Sunday in Italy.
Oh, I see. And thank you for making time for us then. We'll be very brief talking about your documentary, The Fabulous Ones. First of all, thank you for making the film. We really enjoyed watching it because the characters, the group of people, they are so compelling. They are so vibrant. They are so full of life. So I want to start with how did you know them in the first place?
So this is a project that has a long just generation. I started to think about it in the 2015, 215, because I read the book of Porpora Marcasciano. That is one of the girl that we can see in the film, one of the women we can see in the film. And I want to make a film about these books that is Antologaia. It's called Antologaia.
Mm-hmm.
And after this, I began to know Porpora, to speak with her, to understand how we can find some people to do the film. And together we had to do the casting, we can say. And she introduced me all the people he has knew it during the year. And after we decided to have these 7 women with us for the film. So it was the time of the COVID in that period, and so we started to speak each other by online, not
Yeah.
we couldn't see each other, so we speak with by phone, we speak by Zoom and so on.
Yeah.
And we started to build the film together in that way. Some of them are old friends of Porpora. Others come into the film after, but in the group of the people, the group of the actors didn't know before each other, not all of them, not all of them. So we made a real casting for this.
See. So yes, because it's a documentary, but the way you did the story, the way you did the film, you mix with fiction. So it's like a docu-fiction. Did you choose the docu-fiction format early in the beginning, or is it something that you improvised or you discovered along the way during the filming?
No, I had a script before starting filming, and the script is quite the same story you can see on the movie, because I'd like to mix together the two things, documentary and fiction. I'd like very much, but I want to work with this story like a documentary, okay?
Yeah.
So it's most like a mockumentary, if you can see, because there is something is not true, but that is true in the real life, because this problem, this situation about the barrier of transsexual people that is barrier with different dresses is very common in all the world, all over the world. So I wanted to make a dramaturgy like from a real things, you know. But this is a fiction part of the film.
And earlier you mentioned that you couldn't meet them in person. You were only able to talk to them via phone, via Zoom. Were there any surprises? Because I understand that when you prep a film via Zoom, you have no idea like the person's height, the person's physicality. So were there any like surprises or changes when you met them for the first time? And how did they react to you also the first time you were able to meet in person?
I had some surprise, but it's a good surprise because they were full of life, and they were fabulous, really fabulous people, fabulous women, and so they had a lot of desire to make the film. So the real surprise is about their energy. Because when you meet someone personally, you feel the energy of the person. So it's very different, and it was a very, very happy film. It was very easy to stay together. I didn't know before. We stayed together 2 weeks in this house where we shoot the film in Bologna, and we had a very, very good time together because it was funny. It was wonderful. It was even sad sometimes, but we shared together all the emotion of the film, and even the troupe was very, very present in during the shooting, because sometimes they cry about the speech of the Fabulous, and sometimes they are very linked. We linked a lot together.
And how long did you, you said that you spent 2 weeks staying there in the house that is used as a set of the filming, but overall, how long did you film this besides settings in the house?
No, we stay most of the time in the house. So this film, I had 1 month for to preparation, for pre-shooting, and after for the shooting, I have only 2 weeks. So it's very, very short shooting. And after, I took a lot of time to edit the film because I stay about 7 months editing the film. And because I had a lot of material, I have a lot of different material about repertory, about music, about the material we have shooted during these 2 weeks, only 2 weeks, but we have a lot of hours, of hours. And after, because I have to put together the fiction part with the real part, this is not easy. So the editing is wonderful. It was wonderful too. I edit with Ilaria De Laurentiis, and we together try to fix the movie, to find the real voice of the movie, putting together reality and fiction.
I see. And I just want to ask about the scene where they caught the shots, like they gather together with a crystal ball, like trying to call Antonia. Was it really in the book, or is it something part of the fiction that
No, no,
you
no, no,
create?
no, 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 no.
Okay,
This is part of the fiction. This is things I wrote to make
okay.
the spiritic seduta, to fix the spiritic seduta. I don't know how to say in English, to evoke the
Mm-hmm.
phantom of
Mm-hmm.
Antonia,
Mm-hmm.
and it was one of the scene we had is most very difficult to shoot
Mm-hmm.
because in that scene all the people of the actress has to remind their speech, so they are not actress, and this is
Yes.
it was very difficult. But we had a lot of laugh to making this, and we shoot a lot of time. We make a lot of chuck to have the right scene,
All right.
and there are also two little dogs in the
Uh-huh.
scene,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
and so sometimes they didn't do what we want, so it's very fun. It's very difficult to.
Yeah. How did you direct non-actors?
I direct always not non-actors. For
Ah,
since
okay.
for my first film, Tano da morire, Tano to die for, in the 1996, I made my first film
Mm-hmm.
is a musical about mafia, and
Okay.
I shoot it all with the
Mm-hmm.
non-actor, and from Palermo in that case. But
Uh-huh.
I usually work with
I see.
non-actors, people who came from the street, people who I find in some strange ways, maybe because I see someone I love in the street, so I can put in the film, because I feel he has or she has the right feeling or the right face or the right movement to stay in the film. So I am used to work with the non-actors, and I am used to mixing non-actors and actors.
I see. So in a way, you have mastered your way to talk to them, to approach them, because sometimes non-actors can be very conscious about camera. So like they can suddenly change their behavior, their attitude whenever the camera is present. So how did you talk to them usually?
I have to, in that case, the actors are very, they are with nonchalance about camera.
Ah,
In this case, I
okay.
don't know why, but because I think they are used to be on a stage,
Right,
on a symbolic stage. I mean,
right.
and
Yeah.
so one of them told this because. Nicole told between drama and tragedy, we choose always the spectacle, the show. So they are
Mm-hmm.
used to be on stage. In other ways, when there is not this attitude, I have to make like with the children. So I have
Uh-huh.
to depistate. Because
Uh-huh. Yeah.
after they forget the camera, and
Uh-huh.
so they are natural. Okay, there are a lot of tricks we can use to work with non-actors, and after a while everyone forgive the camera.
Right. Yes, and it's
Mhm.
obvious because they really enjoy themselves actually. And did they also suggest like certain choreography? I remember the scene in the pool where they do
Yeah.
sunbathing and then they did the choreograph. Um, did you suggest that, or do they come up with that?
No, this is a scene we made a lot of time with a choreographer.
Uh-huh.
So it's very built, it's very costruita, is built, is thinking about before. There
Mm-hmm.
all the scene with the music, we choreograph them. So it's not improvised. What is really improvised is just the part of their speech about them.
Mm-hmm.
This is like an interview. This is a confession. They are like confessions. This is
Okay.
real improvised. They're not construct, built, but all the rest is built with the choreographer, with the proof, with a lot of proof before, a lot of things before. So is the mix of the two things, the improvisation and the preparation before. And my work is to find the right point to mix the two things.
Yes. And in a way, what I personally like about the film is that we don't have many films where trans women become the subject of the film and the whole film is from their point of view. It's like they can be so honest, and we get to hear and see their thinking, and we get to hear and see what they have to say, and this is important, and this film, I think, captures that very well.
I want to do a film like this because I want to stay with them. I want to stay inside their mind and inside their feelings. I don't want to put a stereotype situation. I wanted to listen what they want to say, what they want to be with their body, with their words, with their thought. Because I had the possibility, the chance to stay with them a lot of time, and I love them. I love their way of being. I love their way to be brave and to be joyous and to be funny, and they make me do a lot of laugh. So I really had a very, very friendship with them. And I think it's important to have a real feeling with the people you acting, real people you put in the film. And in this case, the trans people has to be the subject of this film.
True.
Not the object, the subject.
Of course, I totally agree. Have they seen the film?
Excuse me?
Have they, the fabulous, this group of people,
yes.
Have they seen the final film?
Oh yeah, sure. They go around all the world. Every time they invite us. In Italy, they make a lot of presentation. The first time they came in Venice at Giornate degli Autori is the first time the film was shown, and they are all there, all 7. And they speak a lot, and they speak with the people, and every time we show the film, they are there, and they speak with the people at the end of the film, and it was happening every time, everywhere. Everywhere.
But what was the very first time they watched the film? What was their reaction? Do you still remember?
Not together. The first time is 2 of them, is Porpora and Nicole, because they are the 2 people that I know before all, and they were shocked because maybe, I don't know why, we have to ask them why. I feel we are in Bologna. I was making the mix of the film, the first mix, and they came, and I see there, and they have not, they didn't know what to say, because maybe because there are some things that are very sad and something that are very, very funny. So together is strange for them to see this, no?
Yes.
And after, because I feel they have seen a lot of film about trans people with a lot of stereotypes.
Yeah.
And this is not in that way, so they are very shocked.
Shocked,
See, shocked, but could be nice to ask them why, because I didn't ask them.
And also, your film has been screened in numerous film festivals and film screenings in the world.
Yes, we go in Tokyo, we in Amsterdam, IDFA in Amsterdam. Yes, very nice.
And how was their reaction? Some perhaps are there some reactions that are still memorable to you that you still remember from these different audiences?
But I mean, in Tokyo, it was nice because they loved the film.
Right.
But in a moment when people came up and say, "Oh, his film is wonderful, but why this interview about prostitution?" I say, "Why? Because it's
Mhm.
our story, so that,
Yeah.
she speaks about this, and I should have put away this." This, but I know because this is a story. I can
Yeah.
cut this because of the reality, but it's wonderful, wonderful. And Tokyo was very nice. And after this is touched me very much because everyone has his point of view on a film, like is logical, but everyone see the film with a lot of love.
Right.
I think it is a film. You can really see with a lot of feeling, a lot of love in the end, all around the world, from
True.
Tokyo to Amsterdam to now is in your festival, and
Yes.
after is in Los Angeles. So
I
we
see.
can see a lot of things too again.
Yeah, I think I think what touches people about your film is, because as I said before, we don't see many films about trans women talking about
Yeah.
themselves, being themselves. So it's really refreshing. And before I end the session, I have to ask you about the painting behind you because it's so striking. That
This
painting,
is a
yes.
painter, is a my son painting,
Ah,
is
okay.
a painter, is an illustrator, is
I
called
see.
Tommaso Maresco, and he makes a big painting of women, always
Okay.
women.
Because it looks gorgeous. It looks, I mean, it looks
Yes,
wonderful
it's
from here. I think.
beautiful. It's a big paint. Yes,
Ah,
it's very big.
ah,
You see?
oh, nice. Yes.
Nice. Yes,
Any
the
chance you
colors.
include, and any chance you include that maybe in your next films or your next projects?
Oh yes, but I have already included because a TV series,
Okay.
is called Extra Vergine. There are all his paint.
Ah, well, I
Yes,
look forward to that. And in the meantime, thank you so much, Roberta, for making
thank
time.
you,
And thank you for the film as well. It's such a fabulous film, just like the title itself.
thank you. I'm very happy you like it.
Yes,
Thank you. Bye
thank
bye.
you. Bye. Have a good
Bye
weekend.
bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Okay. So that was our conversation, our brief conversations with Roberta Torre, the director of The Fabulous Ones. If you've seen the film, please leave us your review. And yeah, we have one more day of the festival tomorrow. So I hope you still get to see our films today and tomorrow, or rather tonight, actually. We have some film screenings live, jadi masih ada beberapa pemutaran film malam ini dan tentunya besok di hari terakhir festival. Untuk yang ada di Jakarta, kalau ingin menonton film, silahkan datang di pemutaran jam 7 di Erasmus Heights untuk menonton Employee of the Month. So if you're in Jakarta, you can still watch the closing film because we will open the 7 p.m. screening for public. The same rules apply. Just come to the venue 1 hour before to get the tickets. Silakan datang ke Erasmus Swiss 1 jam sebelum jam 7 malam, berarti jam 6 sore waktu Indonesia Barat untuk mulai mendapatkan tiketnya dan bisa menonton film penutup kami, Employee of the Month. Tapi kita juga masih punya screenings. We still run our regular screenings in other venues. So check our schedule in europeonscreen.org or in our social media post. I'm Nova, happy to be here with you. This is our last film talk for the festival, but we will still meet on Monday with my colleague for other film talk sessions with the winners of short film pitching project. After that, then we really sign off for the entire cycle of the festival this year. Hope to see you again again next year. Saya Noval Yazid, pamit undur diri dulu. Selamat sore. See you at the festival.